Yo, what up everybody, RexEncholada here, and today we have a OU battle against Raikou 725, so check that guy out. If you don't know who he is, he's a Wi-Fi, well, not, he does Pokemon battles, as do I, obviously, but yeah, today we have an OU battle, and my team is the same team, well, pretty much the same team I've been using with a few modifications. So I have Politoed with the Drizzle, Hydro Pump, Scald. I don't know. But I have my Politoed. I have my Ninetales, which is the same. All this is the same. All this is gonna be on the side. Kind of lazy, kind of tired. Don't feel like explaining all that. But this battle was good. So yeah, this is me. I'm on the other side now. So yeah, I guess that's a thing. And I don't understand why they put his little avatar thing at the bottom. Without any further ado, let's get into this battle, shall we? So he leads with his Politoed, and I lead with my Forretress. And his team is the Rain team, which is obvious by the Pokemon on there. So first turn he goes for the Hypnosis. I don't really care. I was just gonna like Leech Seed, set up rocks. It doesn't matter. So he sends out his Tornadus, and I go back to my Fennekin, and I double out to my Forretress as I take a Volt Switch. Now he took 12% from the Volt Switch, so that U-turn, excuse me, and his U-turn hurt him more than it hurt me. So I'm out in my Forretress, I'm sleeping. He goes for the Parasong. I go for the rocks because I know that he can't touch me, and his Tornadus can't touch me either. Like nothing on his team can touch me. So I go for the rocks. I set up a Leech Seed, and he goes out to Jolteon. Now I switch out to my Thunderous, and he predicts that nicely. Like that was like he was inside my brain working it with puppet strings. Like it was crazy. So then I know that whatever that is, it's not gonna do anything to Rotom. So I come out to Rotom, and I figured that had to be like Rock or I don't know, Rock. So I went out to Rotom knowing it could take it, and I go out for Will-O-Wisp as he goes out to his Ludicolo, which is perfect because I get the burn, which severely hinders his Ludicolo set, because his Ludicolo set is pretty much just a recovery set with Rain Dish, Leftovers, and Giga Drain Leech Seed. So this thing is just here to like stall and recover. But so that severely hinders. I go for the Sucker Punch, get off some damage, and I switch out to my Ninetales. And then I double switch out to my Forretress, knowing that he's gonna want to bring in his Politoed to take the weather, or to bring the weather back up. So again, he goes for Hypnosis. And so I switch out my Ferrothorn and go back into my Ninetales to get the sun up, and he goes for a Parasong. I don't know if he predicted this or not, I don't know. So I fire off a Solar Beam thinking this is going to do massive amounts of damage, right? No, it's a 4-hit KO. That's fucking terrible. So anyway, I go back out to my Forretress as he goes for the Acid Armor. I go out to my Forretress because I know this Vaporeon can't touch me, and this would be the perfect time to wake up. So I burn off these 2 sleep turns that are mandatory, which is kind of dumb if you're the one who's sleeping, but otherwise it's awesome. So he goes out to his Politoed. I don't know why he passes the defense to his Politoed, and Morley, that's not a word, but even less so, I don't understand why he did this. Like, why would you pass it and then Parasong? I don't know, maybe he had a plan, maybe he misclicked, I don't know. So I wake up and I go for the Leech Seed. The turn before that I use Giga Drain. But yeah, we're both at Perish in 1 turn. He goes for an Encore. I'm Encored into Leech Seed. I don't really mind. I actually went for Leech Seed again, hoping for him to switch, so it didn't really matter. So he goes out to his Tornadus, and I double out, or not double, I go out to my Rotom. So he U-turns, and he predicts another good play. I knew the Volt Switch was obvious, but I went for it anyway on the off chance that he wanted to bring in like Gyarados or something. But so he goes for the Hidden Power, probably predicting me to switch out, but I stay in because his Jolteon can do nothing to me. So go for a Hydro Pump, take out his Jolteon. Now, I go for the Sucker Punch, and it fails as he sets up a Leech Seed. I'm like, okay, whatever, it doesn't really matter. He can't really do much anyway. I mean, he's at what, 44%? But then, what I do, he Giga Drains me, and I Volt Switch out, get a crit, massive crit. That crit mattered, but in the long run I don't think it mattered. So I send out my Fennekin, and he dies to burn because rain isn't up, so he can't do that anymore. I Will-O-Wisp burn his Politoed, which is amazing because now that hinders this, and pretty much his team is just like crippled. Like, I have Rocks out, so his Tornadus has Regenerator, so it can switch in and out, but Gyarados can't. And Politoed is burned, and Vaporeon can do nothing. So I sent out my Forretress, set up Leech Seed just to get this thing out of the way. So now it's burned, so he's either forced to switch out or forced to die. I go out to my Ninetales, knowing he always sleeps and then encores me. So I predict the encore, go out to my Ninetales, and then I just let it die to get a safe switch into something because I didn't want to know what he did. So I'm guessing he's like Banded Scarf, or not Banded Scarf, Moxie Scarf. So I know I can take a few Earthquakes, so I set up a Leech Seed. He goes out to his Vaporeon. I double out to my Rotom, and with my Rotom, I Volt Switch, and I Volt Switch back out to my Forretress. Yeah, I was gonna say Ferrothorn. I don't know why. But anyway, I go back out to my Forretress, and he burns me with Scald. No big deal. I'm not attacking anyway. So I go for the Giga Drain. It does absolutely nothing. And this turn, he goes for the Focus Blast. I'm just gonna keep this Forretress in to die. I set up Leech Seed, just get some health back to whittle this thing down a little bit more. But I'm just keeping this thing in to die just so I can get a safe switch. So out goes down goes my Forretress, and I send out my my Raikou. And if you see this thing set, it's like fucking destruction, like pure destruction. Nothing's living anything. So I'm just going for Charge Beams, hoping to get some special attack rises just to make my chances of winning that much more powerful. And he goes for the Psychic, actually outspeeding me, but I have a Charge Beam, that's dead Tornadus. Like, it's just dead. It's Rash, Specs, Charge Beam at +1. You're not living. But yeah, that was a very good match. I liked it a lot. It was 40 turns, but those turns went by quickly because it was like a lot of switching and stuff. And the first Pokemon died at turn 24. So I would say at turn 20, that's when shit started to get real. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this battle because I know I enjoyed playing it. If you did, leave a like. Comment, let me know what you thought about it. And if you are new and you have not subscribed, then subscribe, please. Please, I'm begging you. I'm on my knees right now. Not really, I'm sitting in a chair. But still, that counts as on my knees. And remember that, just thank you for watching, and remember you are rose in a field of daisies. Deuces.